I'm director of the Business Learning Center, and it's located on the second floor next to the business library, just at the elevator. We are an academic resource. We work with students taking specific quantitative courses, and these courses are usually the first courses in each of the disciplines: accounting, finance, math, stats, and econ. And the philosophy behind that is that once you get this background information for these first courses, that subsequent more difficult courses in the same discipline will be easier for students. So what do? We arrange small groups of students that meet 2 times a week for 50 minutes each session. And during this time, the BLC staff, and we never know what to call ourselves, we're certainly not the teachers of the course, so we talked about we're coaches, we're mentors, but what we do is practice problems, practice exams. We we answer questions, and we can go through concepts more slowly and more in depth, because we're not dictated by a syllabus as the instructor is. So what we do, the Business Learning Center arranges small groups of students that meet 2 times a week for 50 minutes each session. And during this time, the staff, the BLC staff, work with the students practicing. And we practice problems, practice exams, so that when students go into an exam, they will be much more comfortable with the material. Students tell us that they don't have to cram for the exams, that they feel that they are better prepared. They come in after the exam very pleased with their grades, and that they felt that the extra practice in the Learning Center helped them. Every semester I have a student, usually from econ, that will come in after the first exam and say, I understood the book, and I understood the professor, and econ is really about life, so it is easy to understand. But they will say, when I walked into that exam, nothing looked familiar. I didn't understand that at all. So they're quickly signing up after the first exam. We do accept students all semester, and we have a lot of students. Most of our students sign up the first when they first come back for classes, in the first couple of weeks of classes. But then after the first exams, we get a lot of students signing up. Or students will come in to sign up, and then they'll take their application, so they'll return it after. They'll see how they do in the first exam, and so we think that it's better for them to sign up immediately, use the Learning Center, ace the first exam, and then drop us, then not use the Learning Center if that's what they want to do. Because then the first exam is already a plus for their semester. Who are we? Who conducts these sessions? And the BLC staff are TAs. And they have a background in each of the disciplines. So for accounting courses, we use the 5th year Masters of Accountancy. And those students are classmates of the TAs who are teaching Accounting 100 and 211. So they're classmates, friends, roommates, and they have a direct pipeline to the people teaching the course. So that's a win-win situation for us. For econ, I hire PhDs in econ, or second-year MBAs who have a strong background in econ. And for finance, we always hire second-year finance. Now, this year we have an MS in actuarial science, and actuarial science folks are the ones I also hire for math, and usually for math and stats, because they have a strong background in math and finance and statistics, so they are excellent. Now, we never go ahead of the instructor. The professor or the TA who teaches the course is the person teaching, and they follow a syllabus. We never go ahead of them. We're always behind them, practicing the concepts that they have already taught. This is true for all of the courses except one. The professor does want us to help with homework, and the homework, and this is Stats 303, is before her lecture. So it depends on how the course is taught and what the professor wants. The staff meet with the professors before classes start, and to find out what the professor wants us to do, what they don't want us to do, and how we can help their students as well as helping them. We ask students to complete an evaluation. It helps us to help the students. One of the students wrote about Joe, who is our support person for Econ 101. The student wrote, extremely successful in econ and owe it all to Joe. Have no idea how I would have survived econ without the Business Learning Center. So I just wanted to share what one of the students wrote about one of our staff. Another one wrote good reviews for tests. Explain step by step, going over each problem, and that's going in depth over the concepts and the problems. So I welcome you to campus. You'll have a great time in these next 4 years. But I hope to see you in the Business Learning Center, and you sign up by filling out one of these blue forms. And these are located outside the office, so you can do this in the evening or after, over the weekend when you're here studying. And just slide the completed form under the door.
All right. So if you want to just let us know who you are, and then what courses did you use the BLC for?
All right, I'm Christiana Upley. I'm a senior in the business school for a couple of years now. I'm a marketing, management, and human resources major, and I have used the BLC in a couple of years now, but as a freshman and sophomore, I used the BLC for Econ 101 and 102, for Math 210, Accounting 100 and 211, and also for Finance 300, probably the most important one.
Okay, excellent. And did you feel it benefited you or helped you in any way for these courses?
Most definitely. It gave me an opportunity to have an extra discussion or two every week, especially if I needed some one-on-one help. Then I could go in and talk to the BLC TA if maybe my TA wasn't available during those hours, and also just attending the extra discussions on the weeks where maybe I was struggling a little bit in class with the concept.
Gotcha. Excellent. Okay. What were some of the good things and maybe the not so good things about using the BLC?
It was very convenient. I like where it's located right here in Granger. Most of my classes as a business student were here. That was probably the greatest thing. Like I said earlier, that one-on-one help and just the additional discussions. Probably my only complaints were most of them were at 8:50 in the morning before the rest of my classes started. But other than that, I don't have any complaints.
Okay, excellent. And then ultimately, did it help you get a better grade in the courses?
Most definitely. Hindsight, it always looks good, but I think it definitely helped me to get much better grades in the courses, at least a whole letter grade.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Christiana.